Good morning. It is 6:54 a.m. on Monday, September 12th, 2016. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Technically, I guess I didn't just get up. I've been distracted playing around with various little miscellaneous tasks that for some reason seemed more important than recording this video. Um, for example, I ordered a new set of D&D dice, which are pretty cool. I'll show you guys in more detail here. But it had sticker residue on it, which looked gross. And so for some reason, I felt like it was important to look up and then apply a solution for removing sticker residue. Just for the record, what I used was cooking oil, which I put on a paper towel, pressed it against where the residue was for a few minutes, and then rubbed the glue off with my fingers, and it worked very well. You can see once so it's got a little bit of moisture on it still, and you see there's a scrape where I tried to scrape it off before applying the oil, which you can see. So my D&D dice set, just for this will be. I'm going to go through the set, even though it will be boring for anyone who already knows about D&D dice, and probably boring for people who don't care about D&D dice, leaving this next little bit of conversation interesting to probably about 5% of the population, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, the smallest denomination is the D4, the little pyramid shape here. So it would land on whatever side, and then point sticking up. These are also what I would call the caltrops of the D&D world, in the sense that if there's any kind of a toy that would be more painful to step on with a bare foot than a Lego piece, it would be this thing. These corners, they're not like sharp like I'm hurting my finger right now, but boy, stepping on one could be like injury time. Then there's a D6. This is the standard type of die that is much more, common in all sorts of different games. So it's pretty standard. D6s, D4s are most commonly used for calculating the amount of damage that a particular attack or spell might do once it hits, or could be used as a hit die to tell you how many hit points you recover in a short rest. See, I'm reading up all about this sort of game. Then we've got a D8. So the D8, it's octahedron. So it's kind of like the pyramid shape of the D4, but, two-sided. Or, with two halves connected together to make the 8 sides. D8s are used in a very similar way to the D4s and D6s. Then we've got two D10s, although there's this one, which is the regular D10. And then this one, which is the same, except that the numbers printed on it have an extra 0 on it. And lots of times these D10s, they could be used in the same way as the others, like for calculating damage of certain types of things or the effects of spells. But these are also sometimes used to select stuff from a table. Like if you have a table that is 100 items, you could roll these two, and then the one with the 10s on it, and then the one with the single digits together can select from anywhere, from 1 to 100. Then we've got a D12, and I feel like I don't see the D12 come up as often in the rules. I'm sure it does sometimes, but off the top of my head, I'm not thinking of any particular examples. But then there's the D20, which is the dodecahedron. I'm just looking for the 20 on here. There we go. And the D20 is used like for almost everything. You roll, it's like, I want to try to climb up that wall, and they say, well, roll an athletics check, and that's you roll the D20, and the closer it is to 20, the better that you do. So anyway, as might be suggested by my purchasing new dice, I'm definitely continuing to dig into this D&D stuff, and um, without getting into, oops, I'm dropping stuff trying to put it back in the box. Without getting into specifics yet, because things are still in the early stages, I am excited about the possibilities of something that I am planning. So I guess I can't tell you more other than I'm excited by it, but I will let you know more as plans develop. And in the meantime, I will talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.